Hi guys, how is everybody? All right, so we're gonna get some messages for today, Tuesday. All right, I'm asking my guides, my higher self, to provide us information that is helpful, that is guiding, that is truthful, to help us on our spiritual path and journey. Okay. Let's ask the angels, spirit guides, and ancestors into our energy for divine guidance, flow, abundance, and messages for our highest and greatest good. Let's ask Archangel Michael to assist us with transmuting energy from stagnant to flowing in abundance, from faith to knowingness, as energy is love, and so it is. Empress energy. All right. Understanding your worth and value, attracting, right? Working on your physical reality, okay? Understanding like what your thoughts are, create your reality. I feel like this is you being very stable, secure, abundant, and very like in alignment is what I'm getting. I feel like you're very much in alignment, and that's kind of like what you've been focusing on, or what you need to focus on is like how better can you be in alignment, okay? We have a Knight of Wands, and then we have Justice. Okay. Justice is like on your doorstep, okay? This is coming in. All right, like with like some gusto. That's kind of what I'm picking up, like maybe a little bit of spiciness. I'm asking if it is a masculine energy, and it's a no. This is, yeah, this is you, like, this is you in your power, all right? And this is you taking action, okay? And this is like good energy coming your way. Whatever was done unfairly will be made fair, and that is what's coming in fast for you, because the Knight of Wands is like a fast movement, okay? We have the Fool card, and then we have the Ace of Wands. All right, both of these energies are talking about something really amazing is coming in for you, and this is like a divine blessing. This is like an epiphany. This is an aha. This is like a major download. This is like connectivity to the divine in some sort of way. I feel like there's there's something major coming in that is going to require you to step out of your comfort zone. And this is coming in as a result of you deserving it with Justice. Okay? You may have to physically do something different. Like, you might have to move. You might have to switch what you're doing. Like, and this is like passion as well with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Then I have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is as a result of all things kind of like coming together based on what you've accomplished to date. Like, I feel like this is as a result of hard work, effort, like all like things coming full circle for you. And it's deserving with the Justice. Like, you deserve this opportunity. You deserve whatever you're receiving. What is being received here? We have the Magician. This This is like confirming that you have the tools and skills needed to do what you're going to be asked to do. All right. My makeup is always like, okay. So you're going to be asked to do something, and they want you to trust that you are in the position and you have what you need to do it. It's almost like saying you're not given anything you can't handle. All right, that's also what I'm picking up. Yeah, and you've worked hard, like working with these skills and these tools, right? Like you've practiced and practiced and practiced. Maybe on a small scale, you might be asked to kind of like step out of that small scale comfort zone, and it's time for more visibility, more energy, more divine, like maybe your gifts are going to heighten in some sort of way. Yeah, all right, yeah. What was that chef? He used to always, I think he was Spanish. He was very popular. Dark hair. He used to be like cooking, da, 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 and then all of a sudden you're like, bam! Tell me if you know what chef I'm talking about. This is that's the energy I'm picking up. Like, well, bam! Bam! I think he always did that when he was like adding spices to the recipe. Like, bam! This is that bam energy. High Priest is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're gonna be like, is this like a call to action? This is some sort of like being seen, heard on a grander scale, like Temperance, Earth Angel energy. This can be like, what I'm also getting is like, this is you stepping into a role of some sort of kind when it comes to like the Great Awakening is also what I'm getting, because this is like Earth Angel energy, and this is like you anchoring in balanced energy here. I feel like this is kind of also part of that call to action. There's a role for you to play here. You know this. I feel like right now you've kind of been working on your vibration, your frequency, removing things that no longer serve you, like people, you know, going and doing that energy healing work for yourself, so that you can help others with that and hold space for them to heal themselves. I feel like you're also, you know, working on like the meditating and working on all those chakras and making sure like you're conscious of if something's out of whack and how to put it back into a great operating condition. I feel like this is also like, you know, understanding that you're good no matter what, and for you not to take on like any kind of like, I feel like there's like cross energy coming that you might potentially be affected by, but it's up to you to decide whether you're gonna let it affect you. And this can be on numerous scales. This could be like stuff you see on a social media app, you know, stuff that your family's going through, stuff that maybe your friends are going through. This can be like the news. This could be like all of those things, like the fear mindset, the matrix type stuff. Like, it's like you knowing like what is your truth and what you need to worry about, and trusting that like you're good no matter what. You're good no matter what else is going on around you, and to not anchor into anything that doesn't feel like a vibrational match. Okay? Yeah. Like if something comes across like, and you're thinking about it and you're like, wait a minute, like that's not my thought and I don't feel that way about this, just reject it. Or if you need to look at it and say, okay, is this triggering in any kind of way? Like, why is this coming up for me? Like, you know, if this isn't mine, whose is it? Right? Okay. So kind of going through that like filtering process, filtering things in and out that, you know, we know or don't identify with. That's part of the magician energy, because the stuff that like we're dealing with that may not be ours, but we still need to do something with it. We're going to alchemize it and transmute it. Okay, and then this is also like really paying attention to your thoughts, because they create. What do they create? Our reality. All right. All right, what else after this Temperance? Yeah, and then I have the Lovers. All right. So this is like choices. What else? It also means love. High Priestess energy. Yeah. I feel like with the Temperance, the Lovers, and the High Priestess, this is really talking about what I was just saying. Like, you are in both worlds, potentially. Okay, some of you anyway. And this is also balance. Okay, and this is you like blending the good with the bad, or blending what is truth and what isn't truth, blending the light, blending light into the dark, and then converting it to light. Like, this is like that transmutation energy. And then we have choices, right? The High Priestess, you know, making sure that, you know, not everything can you align with or believe or trust. So you have to use your discernment, your intuition, your spiritual gifts, and anchor in that, like higher wisdom and knowledge, okay? And for the most part, trying to stay neutral, all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Chariot. All right, so this really talks about like really tapping into your intuition and your higher guidance, your inner guidance on what choices to make, because they will help you be victorious if you utilize those gifts for that purpose. I'm also getting that like you will be victorious and successful as it results to this process. You have been victorious and successful to this point. Also like remaining like very determined and still having the drive to push forward. Like, you're not, like, I feel like this is kind of like beginning something new with the Fool card. So it's going to require you to be, to have drive and determination and perseverance, okay? I have the Four of Swords. Let's get some more cards before we talk about that. Four of Swords, a Tower. I'll go over what came out in a minute. Okay, so the Four of Swords here is talking about like continuing to kind of like rest and recover before there's lots of change that comes in as it results in like your spiritual journey, right? And your path of enlightenment. There's a lot of changes coming in, so they really want you to kind of like rest when you need to rest. And this is all going to require you to have a lot of inner strength, okay? And this is also like taming the beast within, all right? Like you having control over like those thoughts that kind of race, or, you know, things that kind of like could easily spiral and perseverate, like you taking charge of that. And then I have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is you, you know, standing strong in your position. Like she's holding her ground, right? And I feel like as a light worker, you need to stand your ground and rest when you need to rest, especially while all these things are kind of like the systems around us are kind of crumbling, like the paradigms are shifting. People, places, and things are also shifting. Truths are being revealed. You know, there's a lot that is like unexpected news and events are going on all around us. And this is like you going in and meditating and you connecting with your higher self so that you can know how to maneuver, okay, this energy, all right? Because there's some things that, you know, they want you to come and like check in with them on. And the Hermit talks about like going within, right? And, you know, having that like high level spiritual awareness and understanding. And so, like you kind of going and checking in with the divine on how best to work with this changing energy, this transition energy, so that you can best transmute this energy as well. Also, I feel like you're going to be called to have a lot of like compassion for energies that might be experiencing a lot of turmoil, change, disruption. What else am I picking up here? Hermit. Yeah. I feel like, you know, you were one of the ones that is supposed to hold the ground, hold things steady, like be an anchor for others, while there's a lot of things being like the Matrix, the patriarchy, all of the control and manipulation and lying and deceit that we are all surrounded by, right? Like, I feel like you're supposed to be that guiding light, holding, you know, forgiveness, understanding, compassion, being able to bring balance because people can roar like lions, right? And it can be scary and dangerous and egotistical. And this is you kind of like being able to tame that lion because of your spiritual understanding and awareness. You can kind of be that anchor for people who are struggling with things kind of falling apart in their lives. This represents like healing energy. Wow, that's a lot. Queen of Swords. This is you being that communicator. This is you sharing these concepts. This is you speaking your truth, okay? This is you sharing that wisdom and knowledge. The Queen of Swords is like that communicator, all right? She also has strong boundaries, right? And she knows what's truth and what isn't, okay? Because she's tapped in. And so she's not going to put out energy or half truths. She's going to speak the truth and nothing but the truth, okay? And this is part of her makeup. Like, this is just, yeah. She stands for integrity. She stands for truth. She stands for authenticity. I have the Death card. The Hierophant. This is like, let me get one more card, but with the Queen of Swords, the Death card, and the Hierophant, this is like being, it's almost like, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the Hierophant is standing and kind of like blessing and teaching two people, two energies. And so I feel like this is kind of like passing the torch on, it's like training energy, teaching energy. This Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles and Empress energy is representing like the student becomes the teacher as it relates to people experiencing drastic endings so that something new can be anchored in. All right, because this is literally just below the Tower. Okay, and then let's get the 4th card out. I feel like you're here to assist. Okay, and so you've been in school. You've been in like spiritual school. All right. Yeah. You have been in spiritual school. All right. 9 of Swords. It's like you had to experience what you experienced so that you can have the empathy and understanding and compassion for others and what they experience. So it's like you had to experience all this difficulty and suffering so that, again, like you can understand their perspective. And as a result of having that compassion, you can help them find freedom, find glory. And kind of like save themselves, heal themselves. Like you can help them hold space for themselves because you have learned how to hold space for yourself because of your experiences. And you have also learned how to not buy into all these other constructs, right, that are going on that we have in our society subscribe to, right? And I feel like you've kind of like freed yourself from that energy, right? And sometimes the divine like uses us as that sacrificial lamb, all right? You might have been a sacrificial lamb for the Hierophant, for the divine in some way, shape, or form. And here's the thing, like this is so that you can also, so you can transmute and transfer from the current dimension to a higher dimension as well, and so that you can teach people how to do that too, as part of like this great awakening energy that I've been picking up today. Yeah, we have a Knight of Cups. What else? Knight of Cups. I'm also getting with like the Hierophant and the 9 of Swords that like you had to do that deep look and go within and think about like, what are all the things that I am subscribing to that don't do me any good, right? It's almost like all the things that have transpired in your life that you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to anymore, that you don't need to like sacrifice and crucify yourself over and over and over again. Right? It's like releasing the pain so that you can be free. Sometimes we hold on to stuff for so long, and I feel like, you know, holding space for yourself finally and like not punishing yourself over and over and over again for what you've experienced. I feel like sometimes we hold on to things and we like continue to punish ourselves. And I feel like this is like the divine giving you permission to let it all go and release it. Because it's almost like you're creating pain for yourself and you don't need to anymore. It was a lesson and not a sentence, is what I'm getting. It's like freeing yourself from the pain and suffering that was inflicted on you by others, all right? And it's like, how do you do that, right? And so the only way for you to know how to do that is to actually do it. And so as you being that student and learning how to do that, you now can be the teacher. Aha! I don't know. Yeah. What's this Knight of Cups energy? It's like that song, free your mind, the rest will follow. Free your mind, the rest will follow. That's like the 9 of Swords. Don't mind my dancing. All right, Hangman. Somebody is gaining, and someone has a new perspective, or someone is gaining a new perspective. You have the Hanged Man and the Knight of Cups. Or someone is enlightened. Ooh, 10 of Cups. What is this? Who dat? Ooh. Ew. Okay. 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 I like watery. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, 10 of Cups, and 5 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. It's a shitload of cups, all right? What I'm getting with this is there's past energy that has gained a new perspective or is being forced to assess, all right, with the Hangman, because the Hangman is like snatching somebody up and saying, all right, you have this, you sit down, we're gonna have a serious talk. There's certain things that we need to discuss, right? Like you may not be aware, but you're going to become aware. All right, that's what like the Hangman energy is. I feel like this energy, this could be a female, this could be a masculine, it doesn't really matter. But there's energy that is being forced to kind of sit back and take a look at how things have transpired, how people have contributed to certain things, and kind of, you know, go within for some information, some enlightenment about, you know, the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. All right, so the 5s talk about trouble, instability, as well as unpredictability. So I feel like somebody is experiencing, maybe they had an outlook that everything was going to be perfect, all right, and then it ended up not being perfect, okay, because this is like 5 is half a 10, okay, so I feel like, and this could be like what you experienced with this person, like initially like it was the 10 of Cups, and then all of a sudden like, you know, everything that you felt and invested in kind of just spilt over and didn't amount to what you expected. This is kind of like that feeling of loss, okay? But then there's a blessing on the other side of this. So I feel like, and then I have the 7 of Cups, which talks about like, you know, options, there's choices to be made. This also talks about like, there's certain things that are better than others that, you know, and this is also like illusions. I feel like somebody thought that I think somebody made a decision to go be and do something with somebody else, but it didn't actually turn out the way that they thought it would. All right. And so I feel like as a result of that, and this is on top of the Lovers, by the way. All right. So this is choices. I feel like someone's having to do some reflection about like the choices that have been made, all right, and how it's affected other people, okay? Because, you know, there's a happy family here, happy life, like, you know, emotional fulfillment here, and then straight to loss, okay? So there's energy that's having to do that evaluation. Yeah, and then we have the 10 of Swords, okay? So this is like extensive pain, right? What I'm getting is that like something not working out was a blessing in disguise, okay? It's almost like that rejection was protection. And then I have the Emperor in reverse, okay? So this is like, this is someone who, you know, was really focused on manipulation, control, gaslighting, telling you what you want to hear and not backing it up with any energy. I feel like somebody is experiencing, you know, some extreme difficulty. Like this is like endings, okay? With an Emperor or Empress in reverse. So this really talks about like narcissistic energy. So there's a drastic ending for this Emperor in reverse, who is also this Knight of Cups. This is like that love bomber energy, okay? It's almost like this Knight of Cups made promises that they couldn't keep, and as a result, has lost big time, Okay, and on this path has hurt quite a lot of people in the process, all right? Because they are focused on gain. They're focused on selfish means. This also talks about, like, you know, trying to control and manipulate things to wield in your favor and not thinking about any kind of consequence. So there's that going on. I think, you know, when you think about it from like a collective perspective, I mean, there are so many of us that have experienced this energy. And here's the thing, like, if so many of us are experiencing this energy, it's for a purpose, right? It's so that we can heal ourselves, right? And it's so that we can learn and step into our power. And I feel like so many of us have done that. And I think that, I know sometimes like hearing about this past energy can be triggering, but I want you to look at it in a different way. If it's triggering you, then I want you to kind of look within and say, okay, well, why is this affecting me the way it is? Okay, why am I getting upset by this? What am I still holding on to that is causing this reaction on me? Okay. Because at the end of the day, like, you're safe, you're provided for, you're guided, you're connected, you know, you're experiencing joy, whether it's in pockets, you're being moved to peace and harmony, right? So it's behind you, right? So let it remain behind you. Even though I have to bring this up sometimes, it's because there's numerous energies that I am tapping into that need to hear this message, that are on a different part in their experience, okay? And then also, like, understanding, like, the perspective, right? The perspective, you know, is part of the perspective is what our experience has been, and then also the perspective is what the other side has experienced. And so it's a complete, like, lesson, if you will, with two perspectives. Yeah. We have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right. So, King of Cups. This is new energy. Someone who is emotionally available, someone who is, this could be masculine or feminine. So this is somebody who's done that healing work, someone who could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. I typically don't like do the signs necessarily unless I'm specifically asked to, just because I don't want to limit a message that might apply and resonate for somebody just because of a zodiac sign. But yeah, this really talks about, like, emotional offer, emotional ability, like somebody who's warm, someone who can express themselves, someone who knows what they want in a partner and in life. Yeah, possibly very, like, intuitive, very psychic as well. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this really talks about, like, having that divine love, right? Like, I feel like there should have, could have, would have been, but didn't. And as a result, like, there's something better coming in for you. Okay. And that's why none of this worked out, because all of this was a blessing in disguise. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, and it, you know, the blessing in all of this is that you were able to kind of, like, focus on you and heal your codependency. Okay. And because you focused on you, you were able to see things that were not for your highest and greatest good. Whereas before, you may have held on to those things, right? Out of some sort of obligation or conditioning or whatever. Like, you were forced to kind of, like, all right, like, I'm focusing on myself and my personal growth and development. And as a result, like, there are things that no longer work for me anymore. And as a result, like, you chose to walk away from those things and make those changes. And I don't think you would have made any of those changes if this didn't happen. Okay. Yeah. All right. If this didn't happen. And because you did all that work, because you chose you, over any other situation or person, place, or thing. Like, you have divine support. This is you having victory and success. This is you having that recognition for all the hard work that you have actually done. Because not only did you like put it out there, you also backed it up with actions and emotions, okay? Which is what it takes to bring in massive change. And this is like recognizing your transformation, okay, which is amazing. I feel like you have a lot of support with the Six of Wands. So that's amazing. Yeah, Three of Cups. This is celebration. This is like celebrating your triumphs, okay? Your success. We have the Three of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So what I'm getting is that let me get one more. All right, so what I'm getting is that with like the Two of Swords, this really talks about like making that choice, all right, whether you could see the outcome or not, to put the hard work in and help others, regardless of the support, right? Regardless of people agreeing with you, regardless of like saying your friend group, understanding why you're doing what you're doing, like you did it no matter what, right? Because this is you being called to do it. And then I have the Eight of Swords. So this is like freeing yourself from that mental torment of being judged, right? This is like you doing it anyway, right? And accepting any of the responsibilities that come with that. I feel like maybe what you do is kind of a bit taboo, maybe, or what you're into, or what your beliefs are, or whatever you're embarking on. You know, you may feel like there's some sort of like insecure energy or feeling not good enough energy, and I feel like you're working on that. I feel like you're also like working on not like trapping or sabotaging yourself. Yeah, okay. And then I have the Knight of Pentacles. This is you investing in yourself. This is you investing in something that you find joy in. Knight of Pentacles is kind of like a slow energy, right? Like, it's almost like, yeah, what is this? Oh, what I'm getting is that there might be some sort of community energy that tried to keep you bound and stuck and in a position of indecision due to the work that you do. It has put them in a place of feeling like some sort of like insecurity energy. What these people have invested in, right? This is them investing in something that was not of the light, like deception, betrayal, miscommunication, slandering, like talking negatively about what you do to help the community. There's energy that worked against you, okay? They wanted you to feel a certain kind of way and experience certain kind of energy to kind of stop you on your tracks, okay? But it's almost like you did it anyway, right? Like you could see through the illusions, you could see that what they were trying to do, and you protected your energy. Like you blocked them from having access to you, or allowing this energy to affect you like this. Because, I mean, what they're sending is not the best of energy here. So, I feel like somebody was like slandering your character. It's like defamation of character, as well as paying for spell work, as well as doing things, doing things for greed. I have the Three of Swords. So that's heartache and betrayal and lying and deceit. And yeah, there's a lot of secrets around this. I think all this deception energy is going to be brought to the light. Yeah, Five of Wands. A lot of chaos. Maybe there was chaos magic sent, or there's a lot of like competition, anger, anxiety, fear, confusion, like self-deception going on. You know, it's really ugly energy. I feel like you overcame this. Yeah, somebody wants to tell you about all the stuff that was being done behind the scenes, what truly happened. I feel like somebody wants to expose somebody for what they were doing. Okay, yeah, someone's going to be exposed. This Knight of Pentacles, right? This is somebody who, you know, is very calculated, all right? This is this Emperor in reverse. I feel like there's truth that's going to be revealed about what this person was actually into and what they were doing behind closed doors. I feel like somebody in their camp is going to spill the beans. That's the Knight of Swords there. Yeah. And then all these dark energy cards are coming out. Now I have the Seven of Swords. All right. Yeah, someone's going to be exposed for what they've done. They're trying to run away from what they've created, but guess what? They can't. They cannot. Ooh, this is a long video. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Somebody has been abandoned, rejected. That might be why this energy might want to come rushing in. But I feel like they're going to be exposed, and that's, yeah, it has something to do with a Queen of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yeah, somebody rejected them. Okay, so yeah. So they literally created the experience. Whatever the experience they created for you is what they are experiencing. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, this is them, like, this person, this Queen of Wands, had multiple options. So she treated this energy, this Knight of Pentacles, this Emperor in reverse, as an option, just like that Emperor in reverse, Knight of Pentacles treated you as an option. I feel like they reaped what they sowed. Energy. Yeah, you're going to enjoy like a new foundation, love, happiness, you know, enjoying your life, like celebrating. And then we have the Star card, because you are the star. Need I say more? I don't think so. I don't think so. So just know, like, that's justice. This is all justice playing out. Okay? Yep. Just try to remain positive, high vibrational energy, knowing that, like, all of this served a greater purpose, right? This rejection that you experienced was protection, and nothing is done in the dark. It's always coming to the light when it's supposed to. And know that you are divinely protected, guided, and loved. And you are enough. So, that's it for today.